They're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-hitting AFC divisional round matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's got the AFC leader in receiving yards last year, Antonio Brown. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Antonio Brown, unquestionably one of the top receivers in the league. A lot of people think he's the best receiver in the league. And when you put up 12 catches, 140 yards, you're solidifying that reputation. Yet, can't we say that Philadelphia kept him under wraps?
Yeah, that's what's unbelievable. He had that game against Philly in Week 3, and still their offense looked anemic.
He is something else. He is something special, but they couldn't get much else generated around him in the game against Philadelphia.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with... Five more, 3rd and 5 now. Steelers fans, Charles, certainly happy to have Le'Veon Bell coming back in Week 4.
The fans are happy. His teammates are happy. How do you think Ben Roethlisberger feels?
Take some pressure off him.
Oh, man, to turn around, hand it off to Le'Veon Bell, throw it to him. Also back there as a personal protector in the pass game when necessary. He is a do-it-all, every down back, one of the best in the league.
Good play there to step in and knock that one away.
In the NFL.
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did, a lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. In the backfield is Anderson. On first down, it's Sanchez. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And Demaryius Thomas, Charles, both he and Emmanuel Sanders went over 100 yards in Week 3 against the Bengals.
And when you're starting to get that from Denver's offense to go along with the incredible defense that we know they have, now you're talking about a team that's extremely dangerous. And I think that in the preseason, I think most people saw them as vulnerable. But if you're seeing that performance now from offense and those receivers playing that well, you're talking about a team that's thinking hard about defending their Super Bowl title.
Thomas had 100 yards. Sanders, 117 and 2 touchdowns. Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Sanchez. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. They went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run. Anderson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. To throw on second down is Sanchez. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this era in the NFL, when all we talk about is offense, I feel like the pendulum may be swinging back towards defense, especially in Denver. I mean, they could not have been more dominant at the end of 2015 and won a Super Bowl. And there's been no drop-off in 2016.
And they've been clicking a little bit on offense. Simeon coming around. Here we go. Could be another Denver run deep in the playoffs.
How do you block Von Miller? Well, you really don't. DeMarcus Ware is out with injury now. But how about Shane Ray? They invested a first-round pick in him last year, and he's playing awfully well. 3 sacks so far. And
Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up.
Demaryius Thomas, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 44 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. 12 yards on the pit. First down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brown, the lone receiver left. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks, the rookie. And he'll take this across midfield and in. Back alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. After the interception, here's Sanchez. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. While we have the chance, we have to discuss what young quarterbacks have done so far this season. Listen to this. Wentz, Simeon, Prescott, Garoppolo, Brissett, and Kessler combined 11-2 with a 15-3 touchdown to interception ratio. That's impressive.
I thought everyone keeps saying that playing quarterback is really tough to do in the NFL.
Those guys are proving them wrong.
Well, I think that what they're doing is they're taking advantage of their skill set, emphasizing what they do best, minimizing things for them, right, to avoid errors. But some of them continue to elevate their game, and Trevor Siemian comes to mind. How about his last performance? 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions.
Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And Sanders now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. Let's go now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game. I'm not sure how many people anticipated Le'Veon Bell being such a huge part of the passing offense when he came out of Michigan State. Remember how thick he was? Big, bulkier runner. Slimmed down since he got to the NFL, and that increased all aspects of his game.
Yeah, because 2 years ago, he caught 83 passes. Last year, 24, but then he had the injury. You got to think they're going to continue to get him more involved like they did there.
I don't think there's any question about it. He is an absolute game breaker with the ball in his hands.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're... All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Sanders.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
All right, no analysis needed on that, but I've got to ask you about something else. Teams who have started out 0-3 so far, I think out of them, Jacksonville is the one I would still keep an eye on. That talent level, the ability to strike on offense with Bortles and those great receivers, I don't think they're totally out of it just yet in the AFC South.
There goes Green. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green. Taking it in. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds Hayward Bay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They go play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Arthur Moats. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Roethlisberger on the right side, caught by Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come up in an offset eye. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Sanchez. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay, 48 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, while we have a quick second here, can we talk about the Ravens a little bit?
Sure.
Because they're off to a 3-0 start. Remember the rough season they had last year with all the injuries, and they're getting a lot of those guys back and playing at a really high level. Joe Flacco from his knee injury, Steve Smith Sr. from the Achilles, Terrell Suggs from an Achilles. And it's all coming together early for Baltimore.
Yeah, they always seem to be in the mix. Big win, although it was in Jacksonville, is now 0-3. Big road win this past week.
Remember in preseason, Jacksonville is one of those very trendy picks to compete for the playoffs.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set. White 18. White 18. Check. Gun.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
White 20. 94 is the mic. Hut. Hey, watch the slant.
Play fake to Hillman. Sanchez. And he will have a man. Demaryius Thomas. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas. 73 yards. And the Broncos add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And ready for 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Sanchez. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. And then after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 83 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator. Tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Sanchez under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the...
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go.
On fourth down, Sanchez. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.